Welcome back, everybody. Turn 33, and this is going to be a pretty big turn. So buckle in and enjoy. I had ACDC empower himself in air. Found a magic site. So let's look at that site here. Air gems, solid pickup. I negotiated a trade with which player was Arco. Right, so I need to send him what I promised I would send him, which is this robe. And I'll just forge myself a bracelet to cover that instead. So yeah, let's send Arco that robe. We had some negotiation there, and let's talk about that. So Arco, you recall, they're in this area. They've got a decent amount of land. I think I've infiltrated them, so I can see. Yeah, they don't have as much land as I do, but they've got enough to be relevant. And then research-wise, they're slightly below me, but or at least they have been, but not anything embarrassing by any means. Like, they still got plenty of research potential. So they had the original person who was playing Arco, who I was trying to convince to join in versus Gondwana, and he basically said, like, he didn't actually respond to me affirmatively or negatively, but he definitely implied that it wasn't going to happen. Well, new guy came in, and I made the same request of him, and he's kind of a character. He's one of the fellows who doesn't do non-aggression pacts. He's just kind of lashing out, and he says, "Yeah, I'm just going to start attacking Gondwana, sure." So I got what I wanted. So that means that I'm going to need to break off my non-aggression pact with Gondwana finally, and things are going to get exciting. One thing that I'm planning on making use of, which I'm not actually recruiting right now because I don't have the money, but I do have these two assassins. So this Casanova and this Columbine. They both have the seduction ability. Now, this is not a poison dagger, and she doesn't have any type of armor. Casanova has the jacket basically and a broadsword. So the difference there is that Casanova is a man, so his seduction is less likely to be effective because, well, in Dominions everybody is straight, which is what it is. So, I'll be recruiting some of those guys and just giving them some cheap equipment to have them do some assassination, because, well, assassination is effective and really fucking annoying to be on the receiving end, which means that is probably what I should be doing. If I go ahead and pull up the Gondwana Nation, they've still got these big guys they'll have to figure out what to do with. But I don't think that they have the ability to assassinate me back. Lots of these bards. Yeah. So they're not big on stealth, I guess is my point. Which, I mean, that's fine. Like, not every nation has to be stealthy, but that gives me some opportunities. Alright, continuing on with messages. So I infiltrated Gondwana, so now I'm just chilling there, learning about, like, keeping my score graph for them up to date. Lots of battles, we'll come back to those. Unexpected event, so these are just the free gems. What is this? I don't know. So just free gems, I guess. I still need to send this commander down into the ocean to get some astral pearls going again. There's a palisade. Here's some units. Patrolling troops. This is noteworthy because you see from this message, the land is now safe and orderly, but unrest is 15. So that guarantees that there is some type of unrest-causing site there that is keeping this high, which is annoying. It's not unmanageable, but it's just something I'll have to deal with. You can also see as I'm kind of going through that I'm spending gems on various things. I've spent a lot of my gems, including all of my earth gems. What did I spend them on? So there's water bracelet, that cap. Like I got construction 6 and I'm going to town. This weeping shield is a national item. The halt heretic thing, I don't know if that's only like adjacent units or all of them, but it basically fatigues your opponent's sacreds, as well as giving me these temporary gems. So this seems powerful. Drought near. So this is a cool thing. This is item for the cost of 10 gems. I can get 200 gold a month. I'm surprised that no one has forged that yet, but I will jump on that. Let's see. Does this already exist? Yeah. Where do I have that? I think I do. Yeah, I have it up here. What else am I forging? Lightless lanterns, so get my research into even higher gear. Crystal telescope, so I'm still continuing to crank those out. Lightless lantern. I'm not fully committing all of my lightless lanterns because I want to have some fire gems for like flaming arrows or that type of thing. Fire elementals is needed, but it's a balance. Hoops bracers. So what these are is this thing. It's reinvigoration and protection. Although I don't actually need that right now. Where's the magma scepter? I thought that it was fire and earth. There's a item that gives you temporary fire gems to the tune of 3, which I definitely want. Screw it. I'll stick with the bracer though. Some amulets of anti-magic. Alchemist stone. So this is this thing right here, which buffs alchemy. So I can use that to get money, which right now with me having a large army just kind of sitting around, I'm going to need to get more money. Contacting Lar so I can get into nature and water. And I'm saving my air gems so that I can forge myself a winged helmet soon. Alright, do I have a death guy around somewhere? Yeah, this guy. I didn't check to see if there's something cool I can forge with death. If I only have death 1 natively in this nation, I'm going to have to empower somebody. And let's see if I were to empower this guy, which I'm not going to, but so it costs 50 for the first level of empower. And I would choose a fire earth guy. This guy, he's got Master Smith and Master Ritualist, so he'd be able to forge as though he was Death 2, Earth 2, Fire 2. So yeah, you're gonna get empowered. And then that'll mean I can make Skull of Fire, and that'll unlock other goodies that way. I don't income very much death income, so that's not the most exciting way to use my abilities, but it's still a good thing to do. Alright, and then this one, yeah, also has an unrest site. So the next thing that I'm researching, finishing up alteration, and this is going to let me start making some eagles. It's going to let me cast Maws of the Earth, which very well known for it actually costs earth gems, but it does a lot of powerful stuff. Anything else that's worth noting here? Baleful Star is kind of interesting. I can just curse the hell out of someone, and we all know who that someone would be. That can only be cast underwater. That can only be cast underwater. And Phantasmal Army, that's an option that's available to me. So I can basically make a crap ton of ghosts to gum up the battlefield. And then I'm going to switch to Conjuration before hopping back to Alteration. At Conjuration 6, I'm going to get my Harbingers. I'm going to get... I'll be able to summon the Flame Spirit, which is another way to ramp up my fire, because the Death 2 guy that the Death 1 Fire 1 guy that I'm about to have, he can make a Skull Fire, so I get to fire 2. But he's Master Ritualist, so you'll be able to summon a Flame Spirit, which is fire 3, who can then wear said Skull Fire for fire 4, and then make a Flame Helmet. So with this empowering that I'm doing, I'm not going to have to empower anyone in fire to get all the way up to fire 5. Assuming that guy doesn't die. There was something else that was noteworthy here. Oh yeah, Akashic Knowledge. I think I mentioned this in the previous turn, but basically for Dominion's Enhanced, they made this spell cheaper, so it's more cost effective. And my site searchers are shit. Like each place I'm searching is generally like one in each path. So I'm missing lots of sites, like whatever's causing unrest here and whatever's causing unrest there. And it'll be a hefty investment to be sure, but I think I should get a good return to start cashing Akashic Knowledge on some places. Alright, let's look at those battles, and then we'll take a look at the geopolitical scene, and then that'll be it for now. So, Battle in Terrorist Peaks. We've got Waterland fighting off Gondwana. Waterland are the aggressors. On the Gondwana side, they've got a good number of Sacreds, some random trash PD-ish stuff, a couple of their big Thunder Beasts, some crossbowmen in front. Rotterdam has a Doctor, another Doctor, just a regular Horse Lord. That guy is heavily afflicted. Lots of disease. Okay. And, oops, sorry. Dragged the wrong way. Crossbowman. And, oh man, this guy is not doing good. Despite being disease resistant, he got a disease, so now he's weakened in battle fight, and his helmet is damaged. Which doesn't actually matter that much. Damaged means 20%, so he's still got 16 head protection, but it's a lot of effects. His is completely broken, which still counts for half for some reason. Alright, let's watch the fight. Let's do this up a bit. So the witch doctors summon these mosquito clouds. They have invulnerable, so I guess they're magic mosquito clouds that poison nearby units. So that probably explains how so much of Rotterdam's own guys got poisoned from their own mosquito clouds. But they just float up and sting you a bunch. Alright. I'm looking to see if they have some type of like ethereal or something. But nope. Alright, so Gunwana is finally cutting through the mosquitoes, and then they make it to the back line and run everybody over. So this was a win for Gunwana. Let's see how effective those disease mosquitoes were. Got one guy, two guys. So, yeah, I would consider Waterland's strategy an interesting one, but I don't think it was very effective for this battle. Like, the mosquitoes were in play, but not actually poisoning. Someone died. So, yeah, Gunwana didn't actually lose any of their troops, and they only got like a quarter of them poisoned. Alright, battle in Amon Forest. If I recall correctly, yeah, there's just PD here. Oh, and this Queen Mother. And she's got some good skills. So we can see what she can bust out. On the Arco side, they've got this Awe Sacred, a couple more. Fire Master with some gems. This guy brings some more gems. And some hop wheats. Right. Fire Slave. Okay, so he named all of his people Fire Master or Fire Slave. And he mind burned that guy down, so he doesn't need to use any more gems. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see any cool spells dropped by Arco. But I still have... Oh no, he mind slaved some other... mind burned some other guy. The Queen Mother is still going strong. Let's see. Heavenly Fire is just the smite spell. Temper Flesh. Okay. So I don't think that he showed any spells higher than like Alt 4 or Evo 3 that battle. Alright. So big win for Arco Cephale to be able to take out this powerful mage without losing anyone significant. This is I'm not going to show you this battle because it's pretty boring, but this is Bogarus attacking this guy. And we're not going to see anything about Bogarus' tactics because they're going to go completely off script since there's so few of them. We can see this battle between Satis and Lemuria. If I recall correctly, Lemuria just left token PD in here. So we'll see if there's any cool magic that they bust out. Nope, just level 1 spells. And the Alkalite was just PD. And this battle here, so this was interesting. Yeoman sallied forth from their last fortress to try to repel the Gunwanan horde. And Gunwana has the same type of stuff they've been having, and Yeoman has some random summons, and their birds, and their prophet. And what is that? Some fish samurai. Right. Oh, that was a waste. So all the Tengus fired their lightning, but there was no one within range, so nothing happened. Now they fly in And again, they fly in and mob these guys, which is not effective. So, I'm not sure exactly how Yomon wanted to script those guys, but that wasn't it. And so now, if we look at some of these troops, there's air elementals being summoned, there's the ogres. The ogres have considerable amount of protection because they had, well, at least one of them had iron skin on them. Maybe it's just exactly that one guy. There's these Ictioc warriors, but many of them have nets. And while the ogres are large and strong and able to break out of nets, they're still kind of an X factor in terms of fighting them. And you see some of the ogres are starting to get netted. The ogres are continuing to hold the line pretty well, but they're slowly getting taken down by numbers, and the presence of these fire elementals doesn't help either, because the ogres have basic weapons that don't do anything, well, are not nearly as effective versus ethereal, whereas the fire elementals' armor-piercing flame strikes can get through the ogre's defenses. So, I guess I was wrong when I said before about the nets. The nets aren't doing that much, but the fire elementals are pretty much unstoppable for Yomon. And that's exactly what happens. So let's go ahead and turbo out of this. And so the result there was about equivalent kills, but the equivalent kills is a loss for Yomon, because Gondwana can just keep sending out hordes since they have so much more resources. Alright, also I do want to apologize. I noticed during that battle replay that I have my battle sounds way too loud, so I'll go ahead and turn those down so that I'm not, well, I'll fix that. Let's see. Yeah, politics. So here we can see Satis's armies, 40 guys over here and 140 guys over here versus 1,000 ghosts, mostly free spawn, I assume, from Lemuria. So that's just a big blob of death. We're going to see how Lemuria flexes that force. If I'm Satis, then I at least send some guys here to liberate the Citadel, but I don't think that they're ready to engage with this group. So Satis has to wonder, like, can they raid this way and attack Moma, but then this force might meet them there and wipe these guys out? Or is Lemuria just going to march them straight up to Satis's capital right here? So let's, if I go, oh no, here, this guy can go follow along that army, that's right. I want to see what actually is in here, as well as how much Lemuria decides to commit to this. And it could be that Satis is just fucked. I don't think that they should be, but I mean, 1,000 ghosts is kind of a big deal. Alright, so that's what's happening over there. West, we saw some of these battles over here, so I believe that this was Belarus liberating this battle, like this province. We'll see what happens there. Oh no, this is actually closer to the heart of Arcosafale. See, Arcosafale is here, and they've captured some of this stuff. So this, I take it back, this is not close to the heart of Arcosafale at all. Which one of these is Belarus? Here. So this is 3 away from Belarus's capital. And then some battles between like Wireland and Gondwana, and that is the extent of my scout coverage right now. I've been losing a few scouts to patrols, so I need to recruit more, but that means I'm going to have to leave something else on the table. Yeah, and I don't have a good choice for that. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. Is I'm going to end my non-aggression pact, and I'm going to make some trouble. It's going to be great. So we'll be fighting turn 36, but we'll see what the build-up looks like over the next few turns and go from there. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you on turn 34.